Hi everybody, welcome back to either my Instagram page or my YouTube channel, whichever one you're watching from. So I just got this new fan channel wave in from GameStop today. I decided to do some quick reviews of all three figures that are included. This one is number 6 in the line, Sebulba from the Phantom Menace, right out of the box. It's a great looking figure, very well detailed, so I'm very happy to get this wave in. Thought the last fan channel wave was pretty strong, and I think this one is even stronger. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so to start us off, this is Sebulba. Like I said, he is number 6 in the Phantom Menace mural line. Obviously, he is a pod racer from the Phantom Menace, so he was $25.99 on GameStop. Now that is not the inflation price from 2025. That's what he was when he went up for pre-order originally on GameStop. I had him pre-ordered from multiple outlets, but GameStop had him in first, so I canceled my other pre-orders, and he came in the wave with Shakti and Luminara Unduli as well. They are packed, I believe, each 2 per case. So yeah, I expect to see these probably in GameStop shelves very soon. And like I said, right out of the box, looking really good. So let's talk about all of the details. All right, so I took his helmet off to do this portion, just so we could see. So let's take a look at the articulation. So he does have a ball jointed head, as we can see here, and then a ball jointed neck. He does have O-rings for his shoulder pads, which is kind of neat. I don't believe he has butterfly joints because they're not really pivoting that way as much. I don't know if that's just the way the peg is, but then he's got the, well, I guess I don't know what to call these, I guess elbows, even though he walks on his hands. So a little bit more than 90 degrees there. And he does have the hinged wrists. And then a little bit of a torso pivot there. And then he does have the regular ball jointed hips. Obviously more than 90 degrees at both of his knees, and then we have the hinge as well. So it's pretty interesting how they did it. Oh, he does have ball joints for, I guess we could call them the feet, since he's standing on his hands, but that's the articulation for Sebulba. All right, we'll talk about the accessories really quick. He only comes with 2. So he comes with his pod racing helmet, which was a pretty cool addition. They do have slits on the bottom here, so you could just slide it right over the ears without any issues. So that's a good detail. It does have a little bit of paint on it. No pod racer for him to race in, but that's okay because this is an accessory that he had. And then he also comes with the food that Jar Jar tries to eat. That is quite expensive because Jar Jar can't pay for it, and then Sebulba winds up taking it and eating it anyway. Not a lot of paint detail on this one, just the eyes. I have the 3 3/4 inch one sitting in a bin somewhere with my son's toys, and there's a lot more paint on that one than there is on this, but we'll talk about the paint applications on the actual figure. They're a lot better than this accessory here. All right, so paint applications. I'll get into the head in a little bit, but we'll talk about the general paint applications. I think they're really good. He does have the stamp on his rear end, which is kind of off-putting, but you know, it is what it is because it's in a different color. But we do have the nice shading on the legs slash arms. Again, I don't really know what to call them, but it's that cast in white, like that pale white, and then nice shading into the purple. And even with the neck, same deal. It's a nice shading with the pale spots over it, just like the legs. And then the armor pieces are really good. You have the brown colored straps with the studs, and then you got the different tones of brown on the neck piece. The chain is painted nice. That seems like it's actually a separate piece glued on because it's kind of sitting there. But yeah, no, he does. He looks really good, and I'll talk about the head scan in a second. So with the head sculpt, Hasbro does a really nice job with any kind of alien sculpts, but as we can see here, there's absolutely no No stone unturned with this one. I mean, the shading is great, and we have the subtle red hues on the top with some of the pale spots there. Brand new head sculpt, obviously. I mean, this whole figure is brand new from the bottom up because we never had a Doug in the line. But when you look at it, he has the details on the beads, just the detail in the eyes, the face. I mean, even like the little crevices and the wrinkles are shaded in. So really nice technique here. This figure's fantastic. Probably my favorite in the wave, and that's saying something because the other two in the wave are both very, very good as well. Two of the best Jedi, if not two, like the two best Jedi in the line. So there's Sebulba. So I honestly think maybe this hand was cast a little bit solely for this purpose, but here we have a comparison of Sebulba with Jar Jar, just to show kind of like the size comparison. So there's him with Jar Jar, and then we have, stand him up really quick. Standing's not too bad, but you do have to mess with it a little bit. And then here is him next to Anakin. And we also have him next to a pit droid as well. So I think the size is okay. I don't think he's oversized or anything like that. I know some people are kind of complaining, but I think it's all based on the angle. I think he's the right size. His head is a little bit bigger, but I think it is in the movie as well. So I think he's good compared to the rest of the Phantom Menace characters. So like I said, great prequel character, great prequel figure. It's not like he's just this side character that they decided to make a figure of. I mean, Sebulba's in a good portion of the Phantom Menace, and you know, he was a popular character, I think. It's another alien in the line, you know, 100% brand new tooled alien, so he looks great. Cool accessories, paint applications are fantastic. Easily, in my opinion, the star of the wave, so I highly recommend picking this up, especially if you want some more fill-in for your Phantom Menace shelf, because we really don't have a lot of Phantom Menace characters, so I hope this opens the door for other characters. I could really go for a Phantom Menace Watto as well, so you know, this is definitely a step in the right direction, and 2025 has been great so far. So let's hope Hasbro can keep it up with the figures, because this is another good one. So thanks for checking out the video. As always, may the force be with you.